Alright, just a few quick updates on 3D Blu-ray releases. First of all, I want to address the trailer that appeared on this channel on April 1st, just in case anybody didn't get it. Yes, that was April Fool's joke, obviously. It was a trailer for Andy Warhol's Empire, which is basically just an 8-hour shot of a static filming of the Empire State Building for 8 hours. And most of it is at nighttime. So I thought I'd just make that a little more over the top by calling it the 3D experience. So anyway, to add a little further nuance to that, the trailer itself wasn't technically the April Fool's joke. It was actually that the Blu-ray exists. Yes, I posted it for sale for one day only on April 1st, and guess what? Somebody bought it. So congratulations, Rocco. You own one of 3 copies of this disc. Another great recent announcement was from 3D Film Archive, and that is that Catwoman of the Moon is actually getting a 3D restoration. It was up in the air for a time whether this would be able to actually happen before any surviving elements deteriorated past the point of no return, and thankfully that hasn't happened. So there's no release date yet, but they have said that hopefully it should be sometime in 2026. As you know, I did release a Blu-ray of this in the past, this one right here, and this was from the best available copy at the time, well, still, currently, from a field sequential release. Standard definition in practice looks below, but still this was the best available 3D copy, and I took hours of work to fix a lot of the problems with that, such as left and right eyes being out of sync, as well as alignment issues. So most people who wanted this have already got it, but there are only 4 copies left. I won't be printing any more, obviously, but for the next year, if you want the best 3D copy, if you want a piece of 3D history that from the field sequential era converted to modern 3D Blu-ray format. And it also has the extras of Queen Elizabeth filmed in native 3D, as well as some really great 3D comic books, like The Hawk, the whole series, and also the series of 3D funny movies. If you want to pick up one of 4 copies that remain on VarietyFilms.net. Moving on to iPop 3D, the movie The Phantom Planet, the crowdfunding for that has finished, and orders will be going out soon to backers. And if you've seen samples and clips from this, you'll know that it's one of iPop's strongest releases to date. It lives up to the name of iPop, and things literally popping off the screen, so a lot of great manual work in this one. And one more thing to mention, breaking news just announced today, Turbine from Germany, who has been really leading the charge in new 3D Blu-ray releases from major studios, announced yet another today, a popular title many have anticipated, the Super Mario Brothers movie. And this has been expected because we know that a 3D Home Master was already made for Fandango at Home, formerly known as Voodoo. The problems we know with that are, of course, high compression, half the resolution, but now that will be available to order on 3D Blu-ray. And the interesting thing here is that unlike past releases where it was done 3 at a time, this one is just 1. So I guess they figure it's a popular enough title that there'll be enough purchases initially. But the CEO of the company has posted on the forums that there will be a couple of other waves coming up, another 3-pack and then another 3-pack planned after that. And so I believe that comes to 13 releases so far. And beyond those definite ones that are in the pipeline, he said they're already actively working on further licenses beyond that. But that's it for today. Stay tuned for more news and reviews in the near future, and I'll see you next time.